Hello, and welcome back to Slice and Dice. Sorry, my OBS froze when I pressed the start button. I don't know what part of hello got cut off there, if any. So, first of all, I know what you're thinking. Hey, wait a minute, Mr. Streamer. This isn't Frostpunk 2 or Shogun Showdown, and you told me it was going to be one of those two things. You're right, I did say that. I apologize. So why am I doing this? Well, I recorded my Wild Frost video. It was 11 a.m. My friend sends me a message right before I record that video, and he says, hey, if you got time today, can you come by and help me finish building my PC? I go, yeah, sure, dude, I can come by. He helped me out when my PC broke down. I swung by there. I was like, you know what? Finishing up my recording, it's like noon. I go over there. I'm like, yeah. He's like, yeah, I'm mostly done. Everything's in. I just got to finish up the wiring, and I just want to bounce ideas and talk about it. All fresh parts, right? It's 5 p.m. and I just got home. We spent, I would say, about 4.5 hours just fucking sitting there. We wired everything up right. We plugged everything in. All was good, and then just didn't turn on. Well, turned on, but you know, I don't want to get into the nitty gritty. This isn't like a tech support thing. But anyway, long story short, I got prior commitments that I have to be able to do, and most importantly, my stream crashed during Frostpunk 2, so I have to edit together a little bit of that, and that's going to take an hour to process plus some more time to actually upload and get to HD. So that'll go up tomorrow, and we'll do Shogun Showdown on Tuesday is the plan. So information dump over. Let's play Slice and Dice. We're on a 57 for what it's worth. I think that here's what I think. You know what I think right now? I think that when I lose my streak, I will lose it because of getting in my own head. I'm not going to lose it to anything other than just psyching myself out. I'm almost certain. So I'm going to try to not... As I got higher in the numbers, I was like, ooh, look at this number. It's getting pretty big. But I can feel myself getting worse and worse as we go on. But I will do my best to make my choices as good as I can anyway. I just know that I know that's what's going to happen to me. But like speaking into existence, it's all whatever. Streaks don't matter, yada, 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 win rate, etc., etc. Let's play early. Curses 1. Dabble, Lazy Wall, Gardener, Mage. These three characters are pretty good. This character is mid, and that's the Devil. Oh, well, a great first pick. Here we go, Heavy Dice. That's an easy one. I don't mind a little Heavy Dice angle today. I think Mega Growth is fine on Gardener, because Gardener really only has two sides other than Mega Growth that are worth playing. So you may as well take the Mega Growth. And yeah, this is not a great looking first fight. But we'll figure it out. I'd like to stun the boar, but I cannot. It's just, you know, lazy, and I think my mage just went super dry. But Gardener has Mega Grown, so now we roll hard for mana of any description to take this fight over. Yeah, suddenly 3 mana and a 2 damage shield come through, and Lazy hits something. Didn't expect that, did you? Could kill the boar, but I think I would rather poison the boar with the Dastardly Venom. And we can set him to 1. And dying if he wastes his attack, but he's not going to waste his attack, of course not. He's boar. He doesn't waste anything. We could do this. This is lethal. It's, you know, whatever. Good enough. Or Archer's 1B. He's going to hold the line. Rightmost Blank or 3-Pip Pain. So, I think that there are two ways to approach playing this game. I think that you can play this game for fun, and sorry, that's not. I'm having fun when I play this game. There's like no way for me to explain this that doesn't sound super elitist, I've realized, but I'll do my best. If your reasoning for picking something is because it's fun or because it closes off something you don't like, or like something like that, right? So for example, I was talking to Cranberry because he had a run recently where he pressed the random button on an early Curses play, and he randomed into Big Hitter 9 and almost got blown out for it, right? Right. One moment. Better. And I was like, well, what were your curses before? And he said slow spells and worst. And I was like, you know what? I would pick slow spells there, because slow spells is fun. Or not fun, but it's free, but it is pretty lame. And he was like, yeah, but I really like playing wizard, and slow spells fucks that over. And I went, you know what? Reasonable. So, long-winded way of saying, if you don't like clicking on rightmost blank because it closes off your favorite characters, or you just really don't want to play this, it's fine, and you can random here. But I think that the optimized play sometimes is to pick things that are unfun, like rightmost blank. And now look at this, we get 2 characters who get punished by it. It's not so bad. I'm down to just play rogue. It's not like priestess's heal 1 to all is all that good anyway. But, you know. Just I want to talk about that because I think it's important. If you want to just improve, you have to start making choices where you go, yeah. Another thing is you have to start making sure that you are asking yourself why you're losing. I might try to make a video or two about stuff like that, but that's for later. I'll go leather vest over copper ring. Monster regen. During every 4th fight, all monsters with 10 or less max HP start with 1 regen. I don't think you should take this because I.tracked is really free, and there's one fight that I think that you want to think about this for. Can you come up with which boss fight this is actually kind of threatening in? Not a super amount, but enough that it is like an actual threat. It is the 3 witches. And I.tracked is basically free. I am pretty much going to play to never die anyway. So, I don't mind I.tracked. And then I put it on rogue into thorn, by the way. A hell of a play out of your boy. Let me count this up here real quick. It's like stun thorn, 3 damage to 1 rat, burst to another, poke this guy. This is 20 HP, right? Even if it isn't, yeah, my rogue can just instant lock. I should level up first. I don't think it matters though. Herbalist or Brute? This is a not hard choice. Herbalist is cool, but Brute is replacing one of the worst starting characters in the game, so I'm down with that. Now of these two, I'm okay with playing Sickly. I think that XYZ is more threatening, but Sickly is a much higher mental load overall. So to recap our curses here for myself as well as you, we're playing Heavy Dice 4, which is a non-curse, Rightmost Blank, which is annoying, I.tracked, which is probably nothing, and then Sickly, which is a little bit of trouble, to be fair to Sickly. Don't get it twisted, I think that Sickly is of note, is what I would call it. I would say that it mostly just means that I need to be watching for this, right? Right here, you need to take an extra step of precaution to stop your gardener from getting dropped to 1. Obviously, we can just kill the troll there, but you get the idea. Liqueur or Wandify? Well, Wandify is particularly bad, so we can go Liqueur. It puts an X on my top side, guaranteed, which is fine. It's good for Petrify, I suppose. Mostly just picking it for the extra mana cap, which is not a bad reason. Now, I will never get this bandit to flee, and as long as I recognize that... Sorry, I didn't actually think about it. Rogue, never is a very long time. Today we are in today. This 2 damage cruel is the only way to do it, though. I'll go Monk. I think Monk is fine. But I like Monk a lot. I think he's pretty good. He brings a whole lot of different tools to the table. Redirect is fine, 9 HP is good, having the cleanse is good. Like, a shield 3 is not bad. And because he also lets you do this to Militia, which is kind of rude to the Militia. You get to crush him. Your old Brute is a nah. Diving Suit, Wild Seeds. You get the below character's base sides with Diving Suit, so we could actually cover up the Rightmost Blank if we wanted. Yeah, that's cool. I'll take a random tier 3. These are both pretty worthless. Undergrowth is very bad here, and Diving Suit's whatever. I'll take a random. Okay. Sure. I don't have any future for Whetstone here, but whatever. This is like the fight. If you play Barricade, I feel like fight 7 just so often does something to you. Very, very frequently, you just walk into fight 7 and there's something horrific here, just waiting. Today it would be Slimer plus Ogre, which is pretty awful for Barricade. High AoE damage with no real counterplay for you. No way for you to be like, hey Ogre, die, hey Slimer, die. So you just have to go a lot of turns versus this AoE fight, which you don't really want to do. But we're all good, of course. It's not a big deal. The Slimer dies to poison, the Slimelet dies to the breeze, natural causes, whatever you want. Vampire might go. I think Vampire is pretty firmly one of the better tier 2s. She's not strong per se, she's just not weak. Right? She doesn't have bad sides like the other tier 2 reds. So I'm happy to play Vampire and just call it good. This guy's getting a little bit rolled, but we can do... kill the Slimelet here. I don't want to spawn in a Slimer. I think that Slime Queen is a fight where I realized, one of the times recently I realized that I've been playing this fight wrong. Because in my mind, well, let's just play it through, right? In this position, there's actually not a whole lot of nuance. It's this, right? Do you want to kill Slime Queen and leave yourself with 2 Slimers? And the answer is actually no. I always do this because I think it's the right choice, but it isn't, I don't believe. I think you're much better off cleaning up the Slimers, because she's not as scary as 2 Slimers can be. But the thing is that the 2 Slimers are never really going to sync up, which is why you kill Slime Queen. It's an interesting question of what do you play here? How do you play this fight through? I'm going to kill the Slime Queen, but this is the thing, right? If they do this, they do the double top-bottom split, you can just have a forced death, I believe. I think sometimes this roll is... because it's more than the Slime Queen by 1. But we have a stun from Brute and we have an even kill for Slimer, and now it's all good. It's just of note that it's probably not as cut and dry as I believe. I think Slime Queen is, as time goes on, my most feared enemy. Very often I think she's quite scary. This fight is horrific. Wait, shield, self-shield sides with heal and shield sides retain their original pips and other keywords. I don't know how this works, but I really want to know. Had that disciple is a no way. I want to pick this. Does he still do the redirect? No, it is just heal and shield 3. That's what I would expect. And I think Soup is very good, by the way. Replace shield sides with heal and shield sides is very strong. Hey, here's what Soodles can do to you, by the way. You ever wanted to just watch one of your characters eat, what was this, 8 damage between 2 guys? Yeah, me neither, but here I am dealing with it. I will go with Poison on the Illusion, I think. I'm gonna go the other one. We did basically turn our monk here into Paladin now. He's basically just Paladin at a tier 2. He has the same power of sides, which is 2 heal, shield, 3 sides, and then some other shit I never want to roll. But that's okay. He's my pal, Paladin. I gotta go. I am, not well. I'm sick and twisted. That's all there is to say. Oh fuck, triple grave carrier. Do you want arguably the worst tier 2 blue or arguably the best tier 2 blue? Tough choice. It's a close one. Oh, I can do heal, shield, mana gain on Glacia. That's kind of cute. Heal and shield and mana gain 1. Not bad. Seems decent. So, if my rogue locks in here, we kill 1 grave. Yeah, okay. And we kill 1 and we stun the other. Well, not stun, but you get the idea. Kill 1, CC the other. And then there's only 1 bones coming in. And remember the new lesson? You want to kill the lowest grave first. This is a very minor thing. I don't believe it really matters, but you always want to aim for the lowest grave. Because they are the ones that spawn worthless bones. This bones that spawns in here gets multi-hit value. Bottommost bones only hits 1 enemy. Doesn't give us the value we want. -1 item quality, +1 offered item. This is not worth it. The +1 item quality, -1 offered item one is okay. But -1 item quality, +1 offered item is not great to me. Origami Lich's Finger. So this is Lich's Finger on your right side? That seems awful. Just in general, I think Lich's Finger is not very good. Erythrocyte. Shield 0 Flesh on the middle side. You get Heal and Shield 9 Flesh, which is pretty strong for a defensive character down the line. I don't really want to be trading out my Repel for Shield 9 in this fight. Especially since Repel is going to give us excess value here into triple bones. I'd like to roll a 2 damage self-shield if possible. But you know what? I need to roll something. Just give me a sec, sorry. I'm just thinking. I'm stun locking myself a little bit, thinking too hard. It's something like this. We leave ourselves with a Slimer on 1, but I think when you get right down to it here, what about... Oh, it never works out. Okay, because I need it to be here. This is worse, for sure. You definitely just want to do this way. This looks a lot better, because we have a strike on this guy. He's within striking distance. And I can very easily chain this lower bones into the upper bones into a board wipe here, I believe. 1 damage. So the way you're thinking about this right now is we do our damage in intervals of 2, so getting it like this is very good. Obviously, heavy is in an interval of 3, but we don't count that because you don't have control over what you're hitting with heavy. Sharpshot Poet. I think Poet is one of the best guys. I think Sharpshot is pretty mid, and I don't really know why I'm acting like this is a choice. It's just Poet. Now, Poet is... If I'm going to give him the heal and shield charge, he is maybe better off... I'm repositioning myself. He is maybe better off with the Erythrocyte, heal and shield 9 flesh. Because this is just heal shield 2. Heal shield 2, cantrip, heal shield 2, charged. I'll run it up like this for now. It's fine. Rogue should be okay. The poison isn't ideal. I'm gonna roll a little bit. Yeah, give me the shielding. And Glacia, maybe a little mana. We're gonna take aim at the thorn. Normally I don't like to play it like this, but I think that today it is not normally. This is not normally. Killing off the thorns is viable. I think we're just taking a slow path to victory here. Wish I had a little poison, and wish I was a little bit taller. Wish I was a baller. I don't have anything to do with this stun, so there's no reason to keep it. 2 damage cruel is not really the keep that I think it is. I don't believe. Because I can just keep... Well, I don't want to land on poison, basically, is why I'm keeping that. Poison is kind of ugly as a finishing move. I'm okay with the middle of the road choice and Wendigo's dead. I probably over-respect that boss. Twisted Flax, Crescent Shield. I don't like Twisted Flax usually, but it is actually quite good for Glacia. Crescent Shield is okay. I'm gonna go Twisted Flax. I don't know how good this actually scales. I have turned my Glacia into Fate, which I think is strong. I'm not gonna bother with this flesh. But yeah, we can do Twisted Flax. It's not quite right, like it's a little bit of a loss, but Ow. Heal shield too, please. Thank you. Good work. It's gonna be a full-time job stopping my rogue's death here. That's okay. I think we can make it. You're at 6, 4, 2, 1. So if my rogue, I'm not going to keep that one. If I land on, if I have to in this position, I'm willing to roll here. If I have to, I can just burst my rogue to live. Okay, I was hoping to pull lethal on the spiker, and I got it. 2 mana from Poet was good enough. I don't mind. Brawler Fate. Brawler's decent. Brawler Poet is a win condition with Steel. You can also boost the Rampage, which is pretty solid. I'm gonna go Brawler. I think it's stronger. It gives me a few ideas here. I don't think that you're supposed to hold out for Veteran to play Whetstone Veteran. I think that is not the idea. I will not get the mana for Clink, so I'd like to hit a 3 to run this bandit away. Could keep the charge shield. I guess I will. Eesh. Eesh. That's ugly, Brawler. That's very ugly. I'm gonna set this snake to 1 and then potentially kill it, and we'll weaken the bandit. I'm gonna leave the snake alive because I want to give myself the opportunity to run that bandit away. This is Clink, which is a double kill. I have heal shield for you. Right. I don't have enough to win. And I think then, as a result, Clink isn't all that good. I think what we'll find is that it's actually just a waste. Instead, I can save myself 2 mana. Right, we can do so. And then 2 damage here, I guess is fine. I fucked up. I should have weakened the Basilisk on the first turn. Letting my bandit go into this vortex was unfortunate from me. That's all I can call it. Thankfully, I get bailed out by Brawler, but you should be thinking about this as the bad choice that it was. My vampire could have died for that very easily. Charge Link Ornate. Oh. I can play Shield 2 mana gain charged. Ornate Hilt's pretty mid. Ornate Hilt Vampire would be really good for Prince. You ever think about that? Me neither. Okay, so we have Shield 2 mana gain single use charged here. I don't know if this is really all that good. I'm not sure I like it. I guess I'll tell you after this fight. I can just cancel the hatch and shield 2 to all saves everyone who's dying. Viable. Could also kill the Caw Egg. You gotta determine what we're supposed to do here. Kill the Caw Egg and then just ping 2 off of the slate might be safer. I like that a little more. Once it's just me and 2 alphas, I think I'll be okay. Oh, ah. This is a good effort, though. I'd like a shield mana gain charged here, please. Okay, no, that's fine, 2. I'm gonna keep 1 mana. It just makes life a little easier in saving Rogue. I can just weaken the save. Was that right? That was right. It is just like this. I can weaken or I can burst. Oh, weaken. Gotta watch my rogue doesn't go to 1 HP here because then you die to sickly sometimes. Should I keep the 2 shield to all? I think I should. Glacia, I was just thinking about how you haven't been really doing what you were supposed to do in this fight. You wanna tell me why? You wanna tell me, Glacia, why am I still fighting these fucking dogs? You could just lock me in, and we could walk this one out. There you go. Just gotta talk to her about it a little bit, you know? Speak reasonably and calmly. Be a clink. Sure. Good enough. Basalt and 2 quartz. I am okay to throw Twisted Flax away. I think that this item does not synergize very well with Charge Link. Short Sword Scalpel. And then Fencer or Witch. I think Fencer is very good, and I think Witch is... we did just pick up Scalpel, so we could get a 2 damage weaken. And with the short sword, you could have 2 damage weaken. Doesn't this sound really awful? Yeah, it does. Especially seems bad with Charge Link. Give me Fencer. Run the Poet and do... Actually, Brawler's never gonna die. He's our boy. Scalpel, Vampire. We can do like this, and then Vampire just has all 3 damages and then 2 manas. That's probably alright. I should have put Erythrocite on Poet. Erythrocite Poet. And if we're doing Erythrocite on Poet, then we should give him Soup, because Soup is just better. This is the correct setup. Shield 2 to all is not as good as having this 9 shield flesh payout for Brawler Steel Side. Half of my team is weakened right now. That's okay. 2 mana's the way. This was silly, wasn't it? That was just horrifically wasteful. Let me just take a little look at clinking here. It saves me 1 mana and puts 1 more damage in Basalt, and it gives me 1 shield, so I'm willing to play it. Into the slate? I just need 1 mana, and then this is a completely 1 fight. So, there it is. Do I have a way to do 1 damage? I don't think so. We just roll. We chill Basalt here if you don't see it. And then he passes his turn completely, and what is he gonna do now? The answer is not much. I wouldn't mind doing 1 and then 2. And Vampire could hit a 3. You can start to walk the ladder up. I'd like to shield Brawler so he's not taking damage here. Or he's not going to Sickly, I should say. We can do 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, shield. And that's just putting him to 11, which is effectively 7 with my mana. And then this is effectively 3, 2... Not good win. That's lethal. That'll do. Bye-bye, Birdie. Very nice. Good fights. Triple Fanatic. Ooh, buddy. Fairy Dust is a tough call. There's no way to know if it'll be good. I think I should play Serration. Serration on Fencer is very strong. This is not an unknown. It's hard to know if Fairy Dust will be good or not for us. A lot of times it's just going to be 1 3 mana side. This is much safer. I want to think about going one to all and then trying to snipe out the sniper, but that sounds horrific. I don't think you should do that. Heal, shield 9, flesh. That does just let me pick a fanatic and put him away. Probably the one hitting Poet. We can kill the Wisp as well. Good enough start. 2 4 damage fanatics is kind of spooky. No reason to lock that one. I feel like, maybe this is just me, I sure feel like I haven't been hitting this side very much. All you gotta do in Slice and Dice, and just teams in general, is complain. and then they'll get the memo. Well, Doctor is basically the best red in the game, and Ace is basically the worst blue in the game. Not quite like that, but they are similar. Very much fine to just play Scalpel Doctor. I will probably never click it, but you never know. I do think pretty firmly that Doctor is, if not the best, he's in the running for the best guy in the game. He's very, very good. Best red guy, that is. I'd like to clarify. So we go like this for a kill. Sure. I'm not too worried. What's the wisp doing? Is it painting? It is painting Glacia. What about if I go after Troll, though? I can catch him. It doesn't seem worth it. The Serration Fencer is not like a special play. You can just do that whenever. That is a likely outcome, so I don't need to worry about it. I don't even feel like I need to burst that Troll for the extra damage, although chilling the Troll there on the top wasn't a bad call. Healing and shielding is fine. I'm okay to just play the Fencer. Like so. Maybe a chill on Troll. Yeah. It's like, why chill now and not chill earlier? It doesn't matter. It's more or less it's because I wanted to make sure I didn't need it, and now that I don't need it, I can just send it whenever I want. That's the quick version. The longer version is more or less. Sorry, I'm not doing this one. That's end of bit. Please comment. Ha 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 ha. Good one, streamer. Ha 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 ha. Thank you. Thank you. We can play vulnerable. We can play. Sorry, I am not. I for some reason registered this Emerald Mirror as if it was Copycat. It is not Copycat. What are my 6 through 8s? My 6 through 8s are. Ooh, Charge Link is my 7. That's kind of a stinker. And then 6 is gone. So I have Serration Charge Link. It's not bad. I do not want Charged Hammer, although we could just give Doctor Charged Hammer. You know what? I'm down for this. I was gonna play Emerald Mirror Brawler, and then you get charged mana into charged damage. And that charged damage gives you a rampage, but I don't think it's super worth it overall. It feels kind of mid. That's a dead bird. It's like... probably just a kill on the demon. If I just hit him for 1, no, okay. I'm down to do this, and we leave ourselves with 3 zombies to finish off. I don't mind. Sorry, one sec. I also forgot to mention at the start of this video, I put in an order for a pizza. I got it, and then I minimized the tracking. I don't know why. Just was checking real quick to see if they were on their way. They're not. It's, you know, Sunday, and it's a football day, and the Lions are currently playing. So I didn't expect to get this pizza in 30 minutes. They said over an hour, but little trick. A lot of times those places overestimate how long it'll be for the pizza so that you're not mad. They temper your expectations. The only bad random here is Ghast. I think you can make an actual okay case for Wizard. He is not bad. He does the same thing as Glacia with the Charge Link, and he's pretty good at fighting the hand. The only thing to say is that 2 weaken into the hand can be life-changing, but realistically, I think we're just going to take Wizard and slam the hand with Vulnerable. I think this is the reasonable answer. Alright, Let's see it, buddy. He does 7 damage to all, and now I'm glad I didn't play for 2 weaken. I would really, really like to just roll... If I had a 3 damage vulnerable face up, I would probably win, but I think I can just lock it. I'm pretty sure this is safe. Because we go 6 mana, boom, boom. Yeah, that's what I thought. I do have a little bit of value left over here in Clink, potentially. May as well take a moment to check. Because we could do 4, 4, 5. Actually, 4, 4 Inspire, 4, 5 Burst. This is a waste. I should not spend time min-maxing this. If I lose to these sabers in this spot, fine. Yeah, the other nice thing for me here is reusing vulnerable. Reusing double use vulnerable, I should clarify, is quite good here. One more thing. There you go. I don't think that that is too much nuance. I think you just put the hand away. And good enough for Wizard today. Easy to forget that he still has his place, because I am not a big fan of Mr. Wizard, but even still, he got a little bit got by Rightmost Blank, and he still pulls through. Go ahead, Saber. Nice. Good run. Very solid. Nothing too crazy in here, I would say. Just, I ranked Fencer very highly, like, second best orange in the game when we were talking about tier lists in the Discord, and someone questioned me about it, and the answer is just that Fencer will carry you. There are so many, here, let me take a moment to support my point. There are so many tier 8 and tier 9 offensive items that Fencer just carries the game off of. Let's go through them. This one, because typically you're going to be picking Fencer somewhere around between items 6 and 7. So you're going to be seeing, most of the time you're going to have 8, 9 ahead of you. And if you don't, here's the thing, if you don't have 8 and 9 ahead of you, that means you're at the final boss and you already know if Fencer is good. But if you're perspective picking Fencer, you have Poison Dip, game winning, Gauntlet, game winning, Sickle's mid, I would say. This is nothing, of course. Holy Book's nothing, Fairy Dust is nothing. But when I said offensive ones, right? Like this one, Tourmaline Pryba, and Sapphire Ring, obviously not. Sickle is an L for Fencer. If the 1 damage to all ever becomes 2 damage to all, Sickle, my god. But you have Serration, winning. Lion, which is winning because it's like kind of winning. It's sort of. Spark is okay. This one is not really offensive. That's defensive. Even Trio isn't bad because you can hit Trio relatively consistently. Rainbow is pretty good even. That's defense. Nobody wants Brimstone. But you get the idea, right? And there's not too many, even like Engage to both sides. Trident is bad. Singularity is bad. So all of those, and then you get in here and it's like, do you want double use Copycat? Yeah, that's pretty good. Rescue's not real. This isn't real. Horn Viper, hey, 1 poison to all, or 6 poison to 1 target, sure. Self-chaining off of double use, pretty good. Helm of Power lets you hit, I think it's like, what, baseline 12? Pretty solid. Warhide, super good. Silk Cape, not bad. Ivor is pretty good, you get the idea. So that's my stance on Fencer. I just want to see where 58 puts me. I think that's a tie for 5th. Oh, fuck, this dude put up a 60. God damn. Pushing me down. I'm gonna be going up for 6th now. Well, anyway, I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching. I'll probably be back with Slice and Dice in a few days. I want to get all of the Frostpunk stuff out and then play a little Shogun Showdown, get day 7 win it. But, you know, that's the word. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.